Ya Allah. Maşallah in. Allah in Allah kuvvetli de. Subhanallah, subhanallah. In.
Putain.
Alors, je m'excuse, c'est qu'on a un déluge là.
In the second turn of event, the holy city of Mecca is gripping with unprecedented floods, creating chaos during the sacred pilgrimage season. The revered Kaaba is the focal point of Islam worship, stand amidst rising waters of thousands of pilgrims find themselves caught in the deluge. Heavy rainfall unusual of the region began yesterday and has confirmed a debut, leaving to flash flooding and that inundated the city's streets. Emergency services are working tirelessly to rescue stranded pilgrims to manage the escalating crisis. Local authorities are urged pilgrims to exercise cautions to follow safety protocols. The Grand-MOS, which houses the Kaaba, is particularly submerged, raising concerns about potential damage to the sacred structure. The government has declared a state of emergency, deployed additional resources to Mecca to assist with the rescue and relief efforts. Pilgrims have been evacuated from affected areas, where the temporary shelters set up to provide refuge to those displaced by the flooding. International assistance is also being sought to address the mitigation of the crisis. The global Muslim community has expressed its solidarity to offer its support to those affected by this natural disaster. As the situation unfolds, religious leaders are calling for prayers and unity during these challenging times. The flooding has disrupted a spiritual journey for many, prompting to reflection on the environments of life and the need to solidarity in the face of adversity. Despite the challenge, stories of resilience and community support are emerging, showcasing the strength of human spirit in time of crisis. As Mecca grapples with this unforeseen calamity, the global community watch the concerns happening for the swift recovery and restoration of normality of the sacred city. Stay tuned for future updates for this development story of the situation involves. In the heart of Mecca, a city that holds profound significance for millions of Muslims around the world, a sudden and powerful storm recently swept through the coastal envy of chaos and over a sacred Kaaba. The iconic structure at center of Masjid al-Haram witnessed an unusual display of nature mind as the winds howled and rain cascades, creating an atmosphere of both reverence and concern. The storm, a rare occurrence in the East region, brought with a spectacle and captivated onlookers and stirred the emotions of those gathered for prayers. Pilgrims, undeterred by the unexpected tempest, threw the refuge beneath the expansive white canopy of the Masjid al-Haram. Their faces turned towards the Kaaba, the symbol of unity and devotion of Islam. Images and videos circulated on social media captured to intensify the storm with thrilling gusts of wind and sheets of rain obscuring the view of the Kaaba, despite the challenges faced by the weather. The faithful continue to perform their rituals, standing in a prayer and seeking solace in the midst of elemental turmoil. Local authorities were quick to respond to the unusual weather events, deploy emergency services to ensure the safety of the pilgrims and the integrity of the sacred site. The resilience of both the infrastructure and worshippers became evident as the storm subsided, leaving behind the scene of demented but undeterred devotion. The storm in Mecca serves as a reminder of the unpredictable forces of nature that can unfold ever in the hottest of the places. also highlight the profound connection the people feel to the Kaaba. The spiritual significant transcends and psychical elements in the aftermath of the storm, as the sun broke through the clouds and illuminated the Masjid al-Haram. A collective scene of gratitude and relation permeated the air, and use of the storm spread globally. Muslims worldwide exodus solidarity with their fellow worshippers in Mecca, acknowledging the extraordinary events that unfolded around the sacred Kaaba. The storm in Mecca will likely be remembered at the moment when nature asserted its presence. The city stabbed the religion history, prompted the reflection and the fragility and the resilience of the human faith in the face of elemental forces. Mecca, Saudi Arabia. The holy city of Mecca has been hit by heavy rainfall in recent days, presented in unquiet challenges of the millions of Muslims who have gathered on the unusual pilgrimage on the Kaaba. The downpour, a rare occurrence in this arid region, has caused flooding in some areas, impacting the rituals and daily life of those undertaking of Hajj pilgrimage. The Kaaba, the black cubic structure at the center of Masjid al-Haram, Moscow, the most sacred site in Islam, a focal point of Muslims from around the world. Pilgrims decorate the white garment, circumambulate the Kaaba, sometimes the central part of Hajj pilgrimage. The Koreans get inundate parts of the city, leaving a concern about the safety and comfort of the worshipper. Local authorities have been working tirelessly to manage the situation, deployed emergency response team to pumping excess water to flooded areas from flooded areas to ensure the safety of the pilgrims. Pilgrims have shown resilience in the face of challenging weather conditions. Many have continued their rituals despite the rain, seeking blessing of spiritual fulfillment. Some pilgrims, however, have had to alter their plans due to unexpected weather. Saudi authorities have taken measures to minimize the impact of the rainfall, including ensure wetlands to help pilgrims to stay safe during the unusual weather events. They have also stepped temporary shelters and medical facilities to provide assistance to those in need.